onye melụ, amala onye dị mma na onye dị njọ. Asị na anya na-afụ obi, asị na anya na-afụ ime obi.
Once upon a time, in the Akuku village, lived a family named the Njoku family. The Njoku family had 3 sons, Olisa, Nduka, and Afam. Olisa was married to Nneka. Nduka was married to Obioma. Afam was married to Uju. The Njoku family was known to be one big united family. They had one big plot of land, and all the sons farmed on that land. They were different from other families who shared their own plots of land. All of them planted and harvested on the same land. It was big enough for everybody. Olisa, being the first son of this generation, did not want to break the family tradition. He told his brothers Nduka and Afam that they will all farm on that land. That land was their land. It will remain so and nobody will share it. His brothers agreed with him. They were happy. Their own wives agreed. The only problem here was Nneka. Olisa had the misfortune of marrying a bad woman. Nneka was very troublesome. Being the first wife in the family, she always terrorized Obioma and Uju, commanding them to respect her. One time, she told them not to farm on the land, that she alone and her children will farm on the land. Obioma asked her, what is the meaning of this, Nneka? Why won't I farm on the land? That is my husband's land. Our husbands have told us to farm on that land. What is the meaning of this? I don't care what your husband said. I am warning you, if I see you on that land, I will beat you and your children. Hey. Obioma did not take her seriously. So the next day, she went to the farm to harvest the cassava that she had planted. She was with her children. Then Nneka came with her own children. And they fought Obioma and beat her children. Beat all of them. Obioma was wounded. Now, that night, Nduka was very upset. He went and told his brother, Olisa, have you seen what your wife did? Your wife beat up my wife. What is the meaning of this? What type of trouble is this? Olisa was very upset. He called his wife and cautioned her. But Nneka hissed and left. Nduka now told Olisa that if it is going to be like this, it is best that they share the land. Shut up, Olisa told him. Don't say that. I am your oldest brother and I have said that that land will not be shared. We have to be united. Do not mind what these women are doing in this house. Afam and Nduka were quiet. Olisa, after all, was the eldest brother. If Olisa did not want to share the land, it was okay. Now, Nneka's own children were very wayward. While Obioma and Uju's children were hardworking, had their own businesses, were doing well for themselves, Nneka's children were drunkards, very dumb children, very useless. They followed men and women around in the kingdom. This brought shame to Olisa. Now, Nneka, seeing that she did not have control of her husband and he was the one that was maintaining the unity in the family, she went to see an evil Ezemo and told the Ezemo that she wanted to control her husband. The Ezemo then gave her a white substance, telling her to put it in his food. If she put a little in his food, then she will be able to control him. If she put too much, she will control him, but he will die. Then he gave her another substance, telling her to rub it on a kola nut and give it to anybody she wanted to kill. Nneka was very happy, so she went home. Instead of her to put little of the white substance, she put all of it so that she can control her husband 100%. Olisa ate the food and fell under the control of his wife. And now Nneka, through Olisa, divided the land. She didn't just divide it, she even sold it. She made Olisa to sell the land without telling his brothers to another person. Nduka and Afam were so upset. The land had been in their family for generations. What is the meaning of this, Olisa? Why did you sell this land? Olisa did not give a reason. He only said because he wanted to. His brothers began to notice that he had changed. And Afam told Nduka, it seems like this woman is controlling your brother. See how he behaves. He moves around like a zombie. What can we do? Nduka asked. What can we really do? Now, Nduka and Afam were trying to find a chief priest that could help their brother Ulisa to come out from this bondage. So they all came together to meet Olisa and tell him that he had to follow them. That night when they came, it was Nneka that opened the door for them. They came in, Nduka and Afam, with both their first sons. Now, as they sat down, they told Nneka to get her husband. Nneka told them that her husband was coming, so she gave them kola nuts to eat. When she went in, none of them touched the kola nut. When she came out, she saw that the kola nut had not been eaten. Then she told them that her husband Olisa was sleeping and would not be able to see them. They decided to leave and come another day. She took the kola nut and gave it to two of her children to throw away. But being disobedient children, instead of them to throw the kola nut away, they ate the kola nut. And then, the following day, they died. Nneka was so heartbroken. What happened? Nneka was so heartbroken. How could this happen? Why would this happen? To take vengeance, she decided to poison Nduka and Afam's family. So she went to the Ezemo, and the Ezemo gave her a powerful charm to put in the compound since they all lived there. She should take one and dig it behind Nduka's house, and take the other one and put it behind Afam's house. Since they all lived in the same compound, this was not a problem. So that night, Nneka took the charm in her hand and went behind Nduka's house to plant it in. She did not know that one of Nduka's sons was looking at her from the window. Immediately, he went to call his mother Obioma. And then Obioma screamed and they caught Nneka red-handed. There, Nneka had to confess to the whole crowd that it was she who had killed her children and she was trying to kill Nduka and Afam's children. Everyone shouted. She confessed that she put her husband under a spell. Immediately, the crowd began to hit her and hit her. Olisa was now freed from the charm and Nneka died.